City Skylines has one of the most thriving mod scenes out there, especially on the Steam Workshop. The most beloved city builder of the past decade, the game's player base is extremely dedicated to allowing players all the freedom that they could possibly imagine, especially compared to its predecessor, SimCity. The game has some highly accessible modding tools, and they all allow skilled modders to customize just about anything in City Skylines. From creating their own custom buildings, custom map scenarios, or even tweaking the game's core mechanics, there are a whole host of mods out there that even players brand new to the game are encouraged to install and to improve their experience. However, which are the best mods out there for City Skylines to date? And that's where we come in, as we'll be taking a look at some of the best mods out there that exist for the game in a top 10 style format for 2022 going on 2023. But just before we go into the video, if you do like this type of content and you would like to see some more top 10 videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button and of course, like the video. We do also stream over on Twitch. I will leave all the links within the description box below. And with all that said, let's get into the list. These are some of the best mods out there for City Skylines in 2022. Number 10. Surface Painter. The Surface Painter will allow players to further customize their landscapes by painting areas with things like pavement, gravel, fields, and other textures. Since these textures already exist in the game, it's incredibly easy to use and to create custom looks without having to go through the extensive process of adding new textures. The Surface Painter can really elevate certain cities by letting players place textures in areas they wouldn't normally be able to do otherwise, creating the illusion of far-off places or making things look much more realistic by adding gravel or other materials to specific zones within their city. This is a must-have mod for players that want that complete immersion in their cityscape. Number 9. Tree and Vehicle Props 2. There are tons of buildings, items, road types, and other things that players can place down in cities, but modders are always hard at working to add more things into the game. The Tree and Vehicle Props 2 package is an accumulation of mods that adds a wide array of different cars and trees that players can add to their cityscape to make it feel more alive. These static items can really add another layer of customization and visual detail by making certain areas feel and look more lived in. Players can fill parking spaces so things look more natural, and add trees to other areas. It's a small boost to the already robust amount of items found within the game. Number 8. Achieve It. One of the biggest downsides to playing City Skylines with mods is that it disables the game's achievement system. To many players they won't probably care, but there are plenty of players hungry to see as many attained as possible. With over 100 achievements in the game, players don't want to be completely locked out. This mod simply re-enables achievements and allows those modded games to still get them. Although there are plenty of cheap mods out there, the majority of most popular are simply quality of life improvements or custom buildings. Players shouldn't be punished for mods that don't give them any major advantages, and so achievement re-enables are needed. Number 7. Extra landscaping tools. Whether it's a city for their own creation or a map scenario they're looking to create, players have plenty of reasons to want to majorly distort the game's terrain. In City Skylines, however, it goes further than just wrapping the land to look a little bit weird. The game's official map editor has loads of weird and fun tools, including the ability to add and remove water and change the water level. Players can even add or remove resources from areas on the map, and the default terrain tools are also made entirely configurable, so players who really know what they're doing could put a fine touch on all of their work. Number 6. Traffic Manager. One of the biggest problems that new players are likely to run into is the traffic problems that they incur within their city. Every car on the road has its own small AI and places they need to go, and the queues can quickly pile up if players aren't very careful. One of the main reasons that this can be such a challenge is that there aren't enough tools to properly manage it. This mod looks to change that by giving full customization to the rules of each individual road that exist within the game. With that, players can add real-world road rules such as one-way systems, stop and priority signs to their city. There are even several presets that players can use, such as implementing all the correct rules of a roundabout, which the default AI doesn't handle very well. Number 5. Roundabout Builder. Roads can be a pain to manage in City Skylines, and making major changes to junctions can cause major problems. On top of that, the way road snapping works by default in the game can stop things from working properly, and even when they do, the game's traffic doesn't handle it very well. This mod takes out all the mess from the process and allows players to implement it in a simple menu. By clicking it down and choosing their settings, the mod will clear any roads in the way and connect them with a brand new roundabout which cars can immediately start gliding through. It means that players can set them up with one click of a button rather than 50. Number 4. Fine Road Anarchy. When creating many roads to alleviate traffic problems, finding the right ways in which to place them around the city can be quite difficult. There are plenty of restrictions as to what terrain roads can be placed on, how steep they can be, or how close they can get to other things. Road Anarchy does what it says on the tin, and allows players to remove any and all restrictions surrounding road placement. Roads will be directly up to cliff faces, directly through buildings, and contort in all manner of weird ways. Players not looking to go crazy with it can also use it to remove some of their minor frustrating surroundings, and to make a city exactly how they want it. Number 3. TIMBOH'S Interchange collection. Not just one mod, but a collection of many mods, all made by Timbo, a wizard when it comes to creating road layouts. The top rated city skyline mods are all stuffed with loads of cool looking interchanges, all built by the same person, and they can fulfill just about any purpose imaginable. Rather than having to sort out efficient ways for cars to change highways themselves, players can instead connect one of these up to the road and let it ride. Along with being cool looking, they are efficient, and will minimize traffic buildups from cars, transferring from one road to another. Number 2. Precision engineering. Those who want to create the perfect city in City Skylines will usually like to have as much information as possible when building something, and in even more ideal circumstances, they can have complete control over this information to get exactly everything as they want it. Precision engineering is a mod that allows exactly that to happen. When building things like roads, train lines, or power lines, this mod gives players all the information that they need. This includes the angle of the road, how high it is off the ground, and even the height difference between start and end point. Additionally, there are angle snapping tools for if players have something specific in mind, but can't do it by hand. Number 1. Move it. Sometimes in City Skylines, the expansive tool for organizing a city are just too restrictive. They can make some impressive looking landscapes, but often by the way the road system works, only allows for one type of city, mainly a metropolitan American city, where everything is built in neat squares. A mod like Move It allows players to capture the messy beauty of something like an old European city by giving them tools to move places, buildings, and roads around freely. It keeps the city functional while removing many of the restrictions the vanilla game holds, surrounding where buildings pop up and develop. And so there you pretty much have it. That was some of the best mods that you can download right now for your game of City Skylines today. So what did you think of the list? Do you agree with all of the mods that we've included? Or perhaps that you think that there is a mod not included on this list that should have been included? If so, do let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. I would love to hear it. And of course, not forgetting that if you do like this type of content and you would like to see some more top 10 videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button and of course, like this video. I'll also leave some more top 10 videos at the end of this video if you would like to check them out. Thanks very much for watching guys, and I will see you all next time.